Hi everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial from Card Crafts by Lily. Lillian here, and I'm just following on from my demonstration yesterday where I showed the basic technique in stamping onto candles, and I've had a lot of comments back and requests to do a quick tutorial on this candle in particular. There's a little bit more work to it. I will cover it as quickly as I can. As I say, there's quite a bit of work in it, and I will speed on the video where possible so as not to bore you stiff. And we'll just take it as it comes and see how it goes. Any questions, as usual, drop me a comment or drop me an email and I'll come back to you. I'm more than happy to help. So here we go. Okay, just like yesterday, starting off with my little bit of tissue paper. I've already pre-cut that and I've already folded it sort of into the middle so I know where the join is at the back when it comes to stamp. If you don't know what I'm talking about, refer back to my video of yesterday. Hopefully that will help you. What I'm going to do, I'm using the sponges here on the tissue to get this effect. And I'm breaking it down into sort of 4 sections. The top is the deeper colour, the deep melon mambo. This bit is just a lighter sponge melon mambo. This bit is, let me see, pear pizzazz and wild wasabi at the bottom. And once I've all that done, we'll stamp over it and take it from there. Now, as I said before, the tissue paper is very, very delicate. And obviously for sponging techniques and things like that, you can't rub the way you would on card. You've got to literally dab. It's a wee bit time intensive, so as I say, that's why I'll try and move it on where possible. I'll fast forward. So let's just take it from here. I'm starting about a quarter, or how would you say, I've cut it into 4 quadrants, so I'm starting the second one down and just sponging the melon mambo across it. Okay, happy with that. So I'm going to cheat a little bit now, and I'm actually going to put the tissue paper straight on to the ink pad. Okay, that's the melon mambo finished for now. Next bit is pear pizzazz, and it's the same thing basically. If you just bear with me, I'm going to re-ink this ink pad. Okay, if you've never re-inked your ink pads before, you get these little refills. I haven't actually taken, this is a new one, I haven't taken that off. These little re-inkers, and this is the pear pizzazz one. They're fabulous, not just for re-inking, you can use them in other colour techniques as well. But if you haven't re-inked before, I'll show you very quickly how to do it. The sponging, braille and all that sort of thing makes your pad very thirsty, so just apply, stop this wiggling about, a good bit of it. You don't need to apply the whole bottle now, depends how thirsty your pad is. But basically once I see that it stops sinking in, then I'd say it's quite well re-inked. No, that's enough. That's actually not that much. I use, look at the state of this. I used my tool here and just kind of smooth it in over a little bit, and that's basically it. Simple as that. Give it a wipe. This has been used in many rankings, obviously, as you can see, and we're fit to go again. So here we go. And the same as before, only not quite so deep on this end, I think. And remember, when the tissue paper gets wet with all the sponging, it makes it even more delicate than it was before, so you do need to be gentle with it. Right, this time I'm going to use the wild wasabi and our little flower stamp. Let me just turn this over. Put a bit of scrap paper in the middle, because I want to see roughly where it is going to join at the back. I'll not get it perfect, but we can get it close to, I'm sure. This is probably going to be slightly different than last night's ones, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in the darker Blackberry Bliss and put it, let's see. Then I go back to the wild wasabi, bring in the leaves, with the little flower. I'm going to do it first in the Melon Mambo, and we add just a different colour and highlights and shade to it after that as required. It's quite hard to see actually that high up. And we change again to the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to use my Stays On, whatever way you want to pronounce it. Bring in some little flowers. I'm using both of these, the little petal one, and I don't know what you would call that one. Now it's time to introduce our pens and strengthen the image a little bit. So I'll start with, yes, that's the wild wasabi, and bring that in a bit stronger. actually switched to the brush end because the pen end is dried out a little bit, and it takes a while when you're re-inking these to let it flow down to the end. And I'm also going to shade in the underside of some of the green leaves. As I say, some of this will probably fade into the tissue anyway, you may not see it, but some of it may not, and it just makes all the difference. And repeat it with the Capri Bliss. Okay, that's all the shading done. Now we do the opposite. So I need to see which of my pens is working best. I was hoping the delivery of my new pens would have been today, but it wasn't. It was another delivery I was waiting on. Anyhow, this will be grand. So let's start highlighting. Okay, that's more or less the picture done. So now we have to get the wrap onto the candle. So I'll just clear a bit of space here and we'll take it from there. Okay, what I'm going to do is trim a more ragged edge along the top. Let's see how this meets in the middle. Ooh, very fragile. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Right. I'll zoom out a little bit. Here we go. Now, like last night, I'm going to try and delicately put a little bit of this on to make it tacky, but so carefully, because this will be even more delicate than last night's because there is so much ink has gone onto it. Stick the candle down onto the wrap and see what it's come together like. Here we go. Okay, same as last night. Let's stick down the sticky side, which makes perfect sense. It's too late at night. Ah, you see exactly what I mean? There we go. It has torn a little bit. Do you know what? It's not the end of the world. Let me get across this. Here we go. So we get our wax paper, as I said last night, you need 2 pieces because you do the candle in 2 halves. You melt the wax in 2 halves. So we make our cradle. Give it a little crease. Let me move my heat gun round into position, and I will see how this goes. Again, flip it over under your hand. Don't grasp it. Don't grasp it tight underneath. Keep the sides nice and smooth, and just let it rest on top of your hand. Keep moving the heat gun or else you'll actually burn a hole into the candle. The secret is to keep moving, keep watching. You will see the tissue paper changing colour underneath. It'll start to actually disappear into the wax, and that's what you're aiming for. So here it goes. I'll need to heat it up a wee second, so bear with me. Okay, a moment of truth. The colour actually gets richer once it's melted. So, I actually should have put that back piece down first. Green isn't working well tonight. As I said, it's far too late. For me, I should have been in my bed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it has taken, it's not melted in quite as much as I would like it, but that isn't a problem. I can go over it again. It's melted in enough to hold it on. So discard that piece. Bring another piece, fresh piece in, and I'm going to do the back of it, the piece that hasn't been done. Same process again. Flip it over and let it rest in your hand. Hi again. Just to finish off very quickly, as I explained earlier in the video, I had a bit of a video malfunction and my camera refused to record for me. I'd actually lost the last piece of my tutorial. So just to explain quickly how I finish this off. When I take the wax paper off, it's fairly well melted in, but there was a couple of wee bits of it were still a bit papery. They just still felt a little bit papery. Now, with a full wrap like this and one that's so heavily coloured, I don't think it sinks in quite as well as the ones that aren't so coloured, but it's still a grand job. However, if there are wee bits that still need a little bit of work, don't worry about putting another piece of wax paper on. Just use your gun and on your hand, just like this. Just be careful, please, not to burn yourself. So if you bear with me a wee second, I'm just going to run over this quickly to show exactly what I mean, and that'll be that. Okay, yes, I think that's grand. As I said, the pattern, the stamping, I think is a little bit fussier than I would normally do it and would have liked it, but you've got the idea anyway of how to do that very, very colourful wrap. And do let me know how you get on if you decide to try it. I'd love to hear back from you, and especially if you've any problems, or better again, if you've any tips that would help improve my technique. I'm always willing to learn. I love to hear from you. So that is it for now, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing another tutorial for you again in the near future. And do please hop on over to my blog and have a wee look. All the details, all the materials, etc. will be over there. And if you like what you see, drop me a comment, and certainly click follow my blog, and you'll get notifications of any time that I put a blog piece or a video up. And that would be marvellous. Thank you ever so much. I'll put more details on at the end of this video if you want the blog address. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.